This is a really good question from Dan. He says, can you give us some mental adjustments on how to overcome the absolute fear and anguish of even thinking about getting on the phone and trying to cold call these prospects? It feels like the only hurdle left to overcome. Good question, Dan. Thanks for bringing this up. So here's the truth, guys. This is very normal. It's very normal to be apprehensive about calling strangers, cold calling, and talking to people you don't know, right? I don't have a tactic or a trick to give you. Here's my advice, and here's what I had to do. So I'm an introvert by nature. I'm a very, I don't like going out to parties or the club. I don't like big social engagements. I'd rather sit at home or, be with very close friends, but I don't like big group environments. I'm not an outgoing person. I'm not the type of person to go strike up a conversation with a stranger. That's just not who I am. So I get how daunting it can be to pick up the phone and call someone that you don't know and try to help them, right? Present them an offer of helping them get money. Here are some things you can try. Number one, in order to get over the fear of doing something, you have to do the thing that you fear. Which sucks, because what that means is if you have hesitation or anxiety about calling somebody for your surplus funds business, the only way to overcome that is to call people. And it doesn't get easier, but you become better. Okay. You become more skilled and it's less painful. I'll just say that. Here's another thing to consider too. Understand that you are not a bother to these people. You are not a pest. You are not a leech. Even though people might say those things about you, people may get upset that you call them. People may get upset and say, oh, I don't agree with what you're doing. Doesn't make it true. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but it doesn't make it true. Now, at the end of the day, what are you doing? You're calling people and helping them get money back that they haven't gotten, because if they knew, or if they knew how to do it themselves, they would have gotten it already. Now, if they have gotten paid, great. You cross that off your list and on to the next. But you're not a pest. You are a blessing, whether they know it or not. So understand that just because somebody gets upset, it doesn't mean anything about you or who you are as a person. Okay. You have to understand that if you are moving forward with good intentions and with a spirit of service and you really truly want to help, that is a good thing. That is a noble thing. And you should take pride in that. Okay. You should take pride in reaching out to people and trying to help them get what's theirs, because better they have it than the government. Better they have it than the county or the state, right? I believe in that. I believe that to be true. Better that the average American get their money back than the court or the county or the state. So keep that in the back of your mind when you are calling these folks. You could be the answer to somebody's prayer. And that's the truth. Now, it won't be everyone, but there are people waiting for you who don't know it yet, but they will be extremely grateful for your service. And they will be extremely grateful that you put in the work and the effort to find them. So our job is to find those people. The majority of people will not fall under that category, though. We're looking for the few that we may be called to serve. It's not the majority, it's the few. But those few are worth it. Now, my final take. Understand why you're doing this. What is your reason for getting into the surplus funds business? And then once You go through this, write this down, write down the reason why you want to do this business. And when you have written the reason down, I want you to continue writing why you want that to be your reality. Okay, so, for example, if your reason is, I want to leave my job, keep going. Why do you want to leave your job? Well, I want to spend more time with my family. Why do you want to spend more time with your family? Because I want to create memories and good relationships with my kids or my spouse. Okay, why do you want that? Keep going as deep as you can with your why. Because at the end of the day, you have to make a decision. What do you want more? Do you want more of what you're already getting? Or do you want something different? Now, you can be motivated by the benefits, the potential great outcome. For me, I was motivated by pain. Specifically, I would rather endure the pain of calling someone, even though I don't want to and I'm not naturally good at it. I would rather endure that pain than have to go back and work at the prison. So that was my motivation. I didn't want to go back to the job that I wasn't happy with. And that's okay. Whatever motivates you, whether it's pleasure or pain, it doesn't matter. But just you have to accept, okay, am I willing to go through this painful step to get what I want? If the answer is no, great. You'll save yourself a lot of time and you'll know surplus funds isn't for me. Now, here's the thing too. It doesn't have to be the same forever, right? Like right now, where I'm at in my business, I don't do a lot of cold calling anymore. Don't need to. But in the beginning, I had to. I had no choice because I didn't have the resources, didn't have partners, didn't have staff, didn't have a team. It was just me working in the closet basement of my in-laws because we sold our house, had a small nest egg, and we were like, okay, this is either going to work or I'm going to end up back at the prison. Now, I don't recommend that, okay? You don't have to go cold turkey, quit your job. Start out part-time, build a base, get some deals under your belt, and then you can, transition or whatever, okay? You don't have to do this full-time to be successful at it. That's the beauty of this business is you can make it whatever you want to make it. But at the end of the day, there will be some hard things. The business is simple, but it's not easy, okay? Some people don't struggle with the phone or talking to people, but then you might struggle with dealing with attorneys, or you might struggle with the admin, or you might struggle with the research or getting leads. Everyone will struggle with something in this business, okay? But if you can get through the struggle, if you can get through the pain, the reward is waiting for you on the other side. So that's the reality, guys. I'm sorry, I don't have like a trick or a hack for you. All I have is the truth and the experience that I've gone through. So take it for what it's worth. If you haven't gone through my training yet, go to overagesyndicate.com. That's a good place to start. And of course, I have a ton of videos as well. So we will catch you on the next one. And again, thank you, Dan, for that question. Great question. Appreciate it.